Hello and welcome to another update video about DOT. DOT performing quite well today. TradingView shows sort of 8% up at the moment. Far away from the recent high. Bitcoin broke above it already. The reason is that obviously it looks as if DOT wasn't performing that well. Well, it actually is. But it's just that it's far away from the recent highs because the pullback was so much stronger than, for example, what Bitcoin did recently. So it has a lot to catch up. Still in our support range. I mean, we continue to have the two scenarios on the chart. The micro price action isn't very clean. So all I can do really is to share with you the two scenarios I still have. They are unchanged, the relevant support levels, and to mention when we move from one scenario to the other, and also to mention when things are really starting to turn bearish. So looking at this chart, yeah, we have still this potentially unfolding diagonal pattern. 1, 2, 3. This could be a 4, and we could now be in a wave 5. But then it's not very clear yet. The price action, the microstructure isn't very clean. And the reason I say that is this low, I don't like, it made a slightly lower low. Now, okay, that could be, for example, in the wave 5, where we are dealing with an ABC structure in wave 5. This A wave could be a flat, so A, B, C, then a B wave down and a C wave up. C is difficult, so the micro structure, it doesn't make any sense to really focus on it. So I think it's worth mentioning that this entire move is not an impulse. It basically needs to be a diagonal due to the messy subwave structures, the deep pullback, breaking the 50% retracement level couple of times, just a weakness, okay, and that shows possible diagonal pattern. That's one scenario. Still would like to see one more high. It would make the chart overall cleaner, would provide a clearer outlook going forward. However, there's definitely the risk for the white count that keeps us on our toes. In the white count, we do not get another high, okay, but we would instead see another deeper pullback in a more pronounced A, B, C structure. And in this scenario, the lower support region will become relevant. So for the diagonal, I've got a main support level at $6.28. So below that level, I cannot really consider it anymore a diagonal pattern. Below 628, I'm going to watch primarily the area between 584 and 439. So there are basically specifically three levels, 584, 519, and 439. Below 439, there is nothing really bullish left on this chart. I will have to assume we topped in a three-wave move, and we're going to go to new bear market lows if we get a sustained break below that 78.6 retrace at $4.39. But as long as we're holding that support, still a C wave can send us higher. So really, the last reliable bullish support level on this chart is that $4.39 level. I'm very much aware of that white scenario because, I mean, Bitcoin is performing, yes, broke above the recent high, but it's going to soon run into resistance again. DOT is performing, but not really catching up on what it lost. So, and in addition to that, I see a potential head and shoulders pattern here. Can you see that as well? Where we are looking at the left shoulder, a head, and the right shoulder. So yeah, we have to consider it, okay? It just is there for risk management purposes. And unless we really see, let's say, a screaming rally now, a corrective pullback, and another rally, the white count is definitely there to lurking in the background. Now, as long as pullbacks remain corrective, the door towards further upside remains open, because it could then be just a B wave pullback, which would be corrective. And in an ideal world, will also hold above the intraday low, Sunday's low. Was it Sunday? No, today's low at $6.55. I would say any break below 6.55 will already shift probabilities towards the white count, especially if at any point we see impulses to the downside. So if we see a first impulse to the downside that's clear, then it would likely be the C wave of the larger B wave taking us into the lower region. So two support levels. Whenever we have two support levels, I would usually use the lower one just for reference and position sizing. But then let's be honest, this is not a great setup. We are currently pulling back in a fourth wave. have a potential head and shoulders pattern. So things are not very clear here. Okay, things have stopped to be clean. Price action was quite clear on the way up. We had, I think, 4 trading areas or trend reversal areas that worked nicely. Now it's getting messy. Okay, it's getting messy, and for me this chart is more like, let's wait and see. If we get 5 waves up, that would be great. Then we can add a support area afterwards, because this would be a wave 1 then, and we can add the pullback zone for a wave 2 later. Or if we see a deep pullback, yeah, you know, it might be worth a bet for a C wave rally. That's my update about DOT. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.